an explanation and an introduction. Map 5 Infinity. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Shah, and welcome back to another video on the channel today. It's been a minute since we've done a video. I kind of like doing these every now and again, but I do prefer the streaming side of things. Regardless, today we are talking about something that obviously comes up every now and again here when we're playing CosmicSky, and that is a reset. So with every reset comes new plans. Obviously, other plans may be pushed out the way, new plans may be on the horizon, and obviously things that we were planning to do before in the previous map have sort of been derailed, but with a potential cool twist moving into the new season. So from glancing at this post in the original sort of time that it was put up, I'm kind of seeing a general explanation as to why this map is ending so soon and what is to come in the new map. That's sort of what I want to go over today, and I know a lot of you have probably already read this post, and I am putting this video up a little bit later than I wanted to, but I kind of want to go over it and get a proper readout of it with you guys, and also take this video as an opportunity to share my opinion on what Season 5 is going to bring, and of course answer the age-old question I get asked as every new season dawns upon us, and that is, will I be playing? Short answer: of course, yes I will. Now we've got the big question out of the way of will I be playing, we can actually hop into the post and see what we have awaiting us. If you don't know what EOTW is and SOTW is, that is end of the world and start of the world. So end of the, you know, the current map, start of the new map. Map 4 is actually ending on the 15th, 9 p.m. for me, so it's kind of ending in a bit of an evening, so that's kind of interesting. I think I'm probably gonna hop on, maybe get some footage, probably stream it again. We'll definitely have to see on that one. And then obviously this one's starting very close to Christmas, which is kind of interesting to see. This is gonna be like, everyone's gonna be off. This could be pretty cool with the amount of people that could be on during the Christmas season, so we'll have to see how this goes. But start of the map is gonna be on the 20th, and that is gonna be at 7 p.m. for me, so that's a very nice time. Very excited for that. So let's check this out. Greetings, cosmonauts. If they didn't greet me this way, I wouldn't read the post. No, I would read the post, but I just love how they greet us. This week's post is a slightly different one, and one that a lot of you are not going to be altogether surprised by. We don't have any huge updates this week. There are no loot boxes, but we have an explanation about how map 4 has been, what we've been doing behind the scenes, as well as what map 5 holds, including the changes that you can look forward to. So obviously they just kind of want to explain that the fact that yes, map 4 was short, but actually a lot of things were done during map 4 that a lot of people may not have seen on these posts. I've also just realized, because of my Chrome tab, I look like Cass with a ghost. Hopefully my face doesn't look as ridiculously bright now, and we can actually continue with the rest of the video. So basically, they just kind of list off what actually was changed in map 4, like what patch notes went down. Obviously, there was actually quite a lot of patches that were put in place, a lot of different changes, and obviously a lot of new additions to the server. So yes, it's easy to say, oh, map 4 was so short, but actually they did their fair share, and we still gotta give him a clap for that one. So, the explanation. There have been some concerns throughout map 4 about the true purpose and what is actually being done. Today, we're going to address some comments from you, the community, and give a full explanation about what has been happening behind the scenes from a development point of view. Now, from what I remember, a lot of people's complaints about map 4 was, I don't know if gas were a huge issue or how people have acquired gas, but that's sort of what I seem to see from this season, is people were just like not happy with gas. I don't know. I didn't participate in any sort of farming with them or slaying of gas, so I don't even have a clue. A lot of people were saying that just how easily people acquired the spawners is what kind of broke the economy, but I can't really speak for that. I really don't know 100%, but that's sort of what I saw from chat. Our biggest goal for this season was to get everything you guys loved, liked, tolerated, and hated out on the table, and you gotta respect that. They did say that this season was gonna be like a connecting with the community season, you know? Going into this season, we didn't have YouTubers, and they were very clear about what their intentions were from the beginning, so I don't think anybody can realistically complain to a huge extent and be like, oh, this season there was enough advertising, there was enough of it. They did say that this was gonna be a test of what they can change to the economy to differ from Omega, and honestly, at the end of the day, you can't learn anything, and they have no predictions. They cannot possibly feasibly know what will happen to the economy without literally throwing it all out on the table and seeing what kind of either a mess it makes or just how successful it is. Map 4 was sort of that. I'm not against it. I mean, if they can obviously kind of come back into map 5 and be like, we fixed it, then I'm cool with that. You've all been amazing at giving feedback and suggestions. The forums have been popping. Once again, I'd like to thank you all for this. And that again, if you don't tell them what you think the problem is, how do they ever know what it is? They sort of just have to make an assumption. Like, if you're one of those people who just complains in global chat and doesn't actually make any sort of constructive, criticism towards them, then they will never know. If you make like an actually like well-formed forum post and be like, look, I wasn't a big fan of this, and this was kind of like meh, but I think you could improve on it if you did this. And that's sort of what they're doing is, and I'm going to come down to this in a minute, they're doing some polls, and I think that's a great way to get everybody involved, to get just like a mass opinion on the forums. If you have an opinion, just literally put it on the forums. Like, I mean, Kirsty's online right now, there's constantly staff on the forums looking at these sorts of things. I know people can say, oh, Shia, stop brown nosing, stop sucking up, but at the same time, I've been a server owner. I've staffed for big servers before, and I can tell you right now, the most annoying thing is people complaining about stuff, but they're not actually wanting to put your opinion forward or help do anything to change it. We're aware that you've not seen any big changes implemented this map. However, that was intentional. As has been mentioned in the community post previously, we recognize that implementing big changes mid-map is and was something that the community as a whole does not appreciate. So we have been taking all the feedback and made small changes where possible and banked all the knowledge that we gained to put forward to map 5 and subsequent maps. That is a good point. I didn't like how zombies were handled in map 2, was it? Map 2 or 3, when just they suddenly got nerfed mid-map, and sort of like everybody had spent all that time setting stuff up, investing all their money, and then they just got nerfed, and it was sort of like, well, what was the point of us doing all of that? You know what I mean? And so I kind of get it. So yeah, it's easy to say this map's ruined, they're not trying to fix it, but people are just going to complain if they fix it anyway, because they're just going to ruin what people would do, what people spent all their time investing into. And I think zombies was an annoying one. It needed to happen. I'm not saying it didn't need to happen, but it was annoying. So I'm glad they didn't sort of do that this map. Probably the biggest comment was we need to bring it back to Skyblock and have it less focus on the PvP aspect, and I do agree with that. There's a lot of dependency on adventures and stuff. And yeah, I do like how they changed adventures this time around, sort of like the PvP modes. I think that was a really great step to making adventures kind of more interesting and bearable, and also more accessible for newer players, because newer players don't want to go in on their own. And I think I'm excited to see, and we'll go into the post, like I said, what they will do more. I think there needs to be more focus in the content that actually happens on the island. Like, I want there to be more things that I can always be actively working towards on my island that doesn't just require farming and money. Little side quests, you know, stuff like that would be really fun. And I don't know if it's in here. Again, I haven't read it, but that just, you know what I mean? That sort of stuff. So just stuff to do on my island, stuff to, you know, just have fun with. And even just things to make community aspects, people coming to my warp, more interesting. And they are doing that, but definitely more of it, because I think it does go down really well. This is where we're making sure that map 5 is centered. The previous weeks and the weeks to come development has been focused around big changes about the core gameplay to realign around this. Especially redesigning the base game is not light work, so this can hopefully bring some more understanding for you all overall. So here we go. Here's a couple of things that we're going to find out. Map 5 Infinity. Following on from our explanation, we'd like to take some time to give you some key areas that map 5 will have in store for you. Island levels. IS level 1 to 18 are now going to be at 1 to 50. Go big or go home at this point, honestly. Island levels will be gamed via XP and on the island. So not money anymore. It's like XP based. This is what I mean. Like time spent on your island, time invested, things invested in your island, not just money, not just buy something from the store, sell it, make money, level your island up, boom, you've won the game. I like this. I like the idea of XP, like actual, like valued time spent in the game mode on the server going into progression. I like that a lot. 99 player levels with 5 unique player roles, each with custom skill trees: miner, farmer, blacksmith, enchanter, warrior. Island origins will be focused as player origins. Player rank kits will be based on player level, not island level. Ooh, that's cool. I like the sound of that. Playing together, you won't be required to have your own island and will be able to play with friends fully cooperatively on one island. So like when you log on the server, usually, if you don't know what this means, you always, as soon as you log on, like one of the first commands you have to run is creating your own island. Basically what they're saying is you will not have to own an island. You will literally own the island with somebody else. It will be a cooperative experience. It's going to be really fun. Like you'll actually feel way more invested and more teamed up with the people you're playing with. IS challenges will be refocused as player challenges. I like this a lot. This already sounds really good. New map. Adventures are in a really good place right now, but they're going to get a freshen up. Get the freshen up they deserve. Nice. New adventure maps. Very excited for that. YouTubers. Oh, I love to see it, boys. They've had an off season and now we're letting them back. They're chomping at the bit. And much, much more. Ooh, I'm excited. I'm excited to see who turns up this season. Now, I'm not saying I'm gonna be in it because I don't have a clue. You know, I ended up in Omega just sort of like from a spur of the moment thing, you know. Pete left and they had to get somebody back in, and I was already playing and I knew enough and I had the knowledge to help the team. So don't ask me because I don't know. I ain't got no answers for you. If answers happen, I'll probably know closer to the time, but for now, I ain't got Scooby-Doo, so don't spam me, because I don't know. I hope that, like, Team Red and Blue people come back, though. I mean, more so specifically Team Red. I hope my boys come back, because I had so much fun with them, honestly. I'd love to see them, like, kick butt again. Obviously, I don't know if it's going to be, like, a team-based thing again this time. Like, I don't know what's going to be popping off, if people are going to be working together, if there's going to be some other sort of, like, challenge system. I don't have a clue. But I'm excited to see the YouTubers return, because obviously it had a great impact for the server. It was a really good sort of, like, boost to get people playing. And it was just really nice to see a lot of different, like, I don't want to call them fandoms, but people's viewerships coming together and everybody sort of like chill in and having a good time. I liked it a lot. I liked the support for all the people playing. It was pretty good. There are a couple areas where we've heard some very strong opinions and we're putting these polls for you. So should we decrease the maximum amount of players allowed in an alliance? Well, I'm gonna go and vote. So the poll closes tomorrow at 5:30. I do personally believe they should decrease the amount of people in Alliance. It is too easy to stack up and be overpowered. So yes, let's see what everybody else thinks. Oh, I'm in almost to 60%. So not bad. So the next one is, should we implement ally and truce limits? Honestly, yes. It is way too easy to just truce everybody on the server and be the pacifist of the server. I know this because I'm always the pacifist of the server, because I get scared because I'm a YouTuber and people chase me. So I kind of feel like it should be a bit more risky. I mean, maybe still be friendly to me. I mean, please don't kill me. But yeah, I feel like it's way too easy for just like everybody, and people don't even realize they're doing it sometimes. Like, people just like commit to all these alliances and truces. By the end of it, you've truced and allied with everybody, and you're sort of just like, it ends up in a mess of you having to figure out who you're going to untruce, because you literally have nobody to PvP, nobody to have some sort of like, you know, rivalry against. I don't know. I think we should implement that. And 84% of the people agree with me. So fair enough, gang. Good job. And this one, should we decrease the maximum amount of players allowed on an island? And this sort of plays into like the alliances for me. I feel like, yes, you should. Like, there shouldn't be, no, I feel like nobody ever really uses the space on their islands unless they literally are these big alliances. So if you cut the number of people in an alliance down, you can easily cut the number of people in the islands down as well, I feel like. So that's not too bad. And again, 61% of the people. So I seem to be with the majority of the people who play anyway. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The full details of the end of the world, including the carnage, will be posted next week. And then the obviously details of the start of the world will be posted on the 20th as it all sort of kicks off. So it's gonna be pretty dope. I'm very excited, and I'm sort of just excited to see what they're gonna do with map 5, if it's going to be a lot more heavily focused around being able to either just sort of be solo, or honestly just have more content driven towards you being on your island. It's going to be cool. I'm excited. I am going to be playing. As to what's going to be popping off next season, I honestly have no clue. But that's pretty much it for me. Let me know what you think, what you're excited for, and what you are hoping to see in map 5 down in the comments below. Obviously, hit a like on the video. It's much appreciated. But once again, just to reiterate, for those of you who didn't hear me in the beginning, I will be playing map 5 of CosmicSky. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have an amazing time. And I am hoping to do some more streams on the channel soon, obviously with the new season coming up too. I'm very excited with the new map. It's going to be super dope. We're going to be doing hopefully a lot of live streams on there. I have actually been live streaming a bunch on Twitch, if you haven't already been seeing that as well. I've been doing some variety stuff. I actually got a Nintendo Switch recently, so I have been playing a lot of games on that over on Twitch, specifically Pokemon. I have been enjoying the heck out of. So if you want to see other streams from me that aren't obviously just Minecraft, then you can head over there. The link will be down below, twitch.tv/YourGorillShah. And yeah, that's pretty much it from me. Have a good one, guys. Love you all very much. Thank you for being so patient and loving towards me, even when I am an inconsistent piece of poop. Catch you guys around, and I will see you in season 5 or map 5 of CosmicSky.